Interviewed a lot, and one of the common questions that is asked is, Frank, were you planning to be a comedian when you were growing up? And I told them no, but I loved imitating. And I was fortunate enough that I knew when and when not to clown around. And so I had a pretty happy and fun childhood. And I loved imitating languages and cultural dances. I just enjoyed it so much. And I would make costumes out of rags and whatever was around. And I remember my babysitter, my first babysitter was Chinese, Mrs. Lee. And she used to have although aunt came over and visited her every day, she babysat me from 3 to 5 years old. So 8 to 5 days a week for 3 years. For that 1 hour that the aunt was there, I would hear Chinese language. I found out later it's Hakka dialect. I can speak like that for 1 hour today and not know what I'm talking about. And if any Chinese person ever challenged me and say, Delima, you don't know what you're talking about, I say, hey, there's 856 dialects in China. I'm speaking the one you don't know. Well, Mrs. Lee is still alive. She's, I don't know, 102 years old or something. And every year I go visit her Chinese New Year. I give her 7 oranges, she gives me back 3. Okay? And she makes gao for me and what you call monk food. And so we talk. We visit for a little bit. And she tells me all the stories of me when I was 3, 4, 5 years old. And some of them are funny. And she said the most hilarious one that I did, I was only 3. And I had my army men. You know those little army men? I had 2 of them talking Chinese to each other. And she said she got so hysterical she couldn't believe it. It didn't make sense, but it was close to the sound, she said. And then there was my neighbors next door, Mr. and Mrs. Yonishige. And they used to, every Sunday afternoon we go over and watch Japanese samurai movies. Okay? Okowa Hashizo, Hakaba Doji, all my favorites when I was growing up. One Sunday though, they preempted it. And they had this Japanese man singing in an old style called Nani Wabushi. I didn't know what that was then. I was only 8. But when I saw it, to me, I was surprised because those guys looked like they were in pain, man. What is it? Nani Wabushi ni sanju. I couldn't wait to go home and practice in front of the mirror. So I went home and I got my mom's quilt because it looked like a kimono. It was colorful. Because she used to sew, she used to make matching aloha shirt and mumu for the family. So, and she dressed us all alike. Whenever we went to luau, we all dressed alike because she felt if the family dressed exactly alike, they're not going to get lost. But one year, when the other lady bought the same print material, I went home with the wrong family. Anyway, so I got the quilt.